I define preparation as the action or the process of making something ready for use or service, or getting ready for some occasion, getting ready for some test, or getting ready for some duty. And so preparation means that there's something to come. Preparation, Walter, means that there's something on the horizon. David, preparation means that there's a next. And it means that that next is greater than my present, which means I got to prepare for it. And so oftentimes we want the next. We don't want to prepare for the next. Everybody wants to be a boss until they realize they got to be a boss. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to have my own business. Yes, you can. Because listen, you don't work, you don't eat. Right now in your job, you're like, I show up, they got supplies there. There's something in the pantry for me to eat if I want to go get a little snack on my break. But I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about payroll. I just want, my direct deposit hit my account. I ain't got to go to work for my direct deposit hit my account. I took off on my payday. But when you're an entrepreneur and you bring past your own vision, you don't work, you don't eat. Y'all don't want to talk to me this morning. And so we talked about having to be prepared. And unfortunately, in our biblically illiterate and post-Christian nation, most people have no idea the things that they've added to their lives that God takes issue with. You don't know really the things that you do and how those things could be detestable to God, because you don't really know what things you've added, because you don't know what things God puts in the Word that He says these are things that you should not do. There could be some things that you may have picked up along the way. If you take a magnet and you just have a magnet and you do it along here, and if there's things that are around that are magnetized, it's going to be drawn to the magnet. So understand your life as a magnet for foolery. Oh, y'all don't like me now. Pastor, you just called me a fool? No, I said your life is a magnet for foolery, which means that you're always attracting things that you knowingly or unknowingly attract that now has the ability to mess up your life. And so we talked about that if you're going to move forward, then you've got to prepare to take these things off, because there's nothing that God did or I did that added these things. He was truly your best decision making at the time. And so I talked about if you're going to take some things off or prepare to take some things off that you've allowed to get into your hearts and minds so that you may get to the blessed place, I gave you a few points of how to do that. The first thing I said is you just got to go and do it. Everybody say go and do it. Which means that you had to make up your mind. When God spoke to Moses, He told him to just go, which means that oftentimes where you mess up is you're too busy trying to figure out the where, the how, the why, and then you end up not going because you didn't go because you're trying to figure out where to go. There's some times where I'm just seeking God and I'm spending time with God, and at water I may just drive. And it's like, where you going? I don't know. I'll know when I get there. I just knew I needed to go somewhere, because if I stay right here, this ain't going to be good. So Moses was obedient to God, and he just went. But then the second thing I said last week, because God said, I would do something for you, but you got these stiff-necked people with you. So my second point last week is don't be hard-headed. Look at your neighbor and say, he talking about you. Don't be hard-headed. There's something about us that we don't take well to advice. Listen, you say, listen, I want every lash on my backside that I could possibly get. I need every possible knot on my forehead. You run here looking like the Elephant Man, because you got all these knots on your head because, you just don't want to take the advice of somebody that says, don't do that. And you be like, some of you says, do it. Man, that guy says, I don't think that's wise. He ain't the boss of you. Some of y'all are like, how he know that? How he know? He been in my head? So, third point I gave you last week is that you've got to be prepared to take it off, which means that you've got to now take action. I gave you guys the example of how easy it is to put on weight. Listen, you can put on weight in your sleep. But it ain't coming off in your sleep. It's going to come off with some sweat equity. It's going to come off with some diet. It's going to come off with some exercise, in a healthy way. Because some of y'all are like, no, Pastor, I can get it off. Okay, listen. We're not condoning any illegal use of pharmaceuticals in order for you to drop your weight. Like, no, Pastor, listen, I can get down, I can drop weight fast. No, that's not what we're talking about. But you got to be prepared. You got to take these things off, which means that you can't come to me, and oftentimes what you want me to be is be your savior. So you get yourself in stuff and want me to come get you out of stuff. And then when I won't come get you out of stuff, you mad at me because you're like, Pastor, don't even want to help me. I didn't help you get in that. Listen, you didn't consult me before you decide to hook up with Leroy. You didn't ask me. I could have told you. Yeah, that ain't going to last. Why, Pastor? He said this is going to be I'm his forever love. He meant forever to the end of January. Saying, but people don't ask me. What people want me to do is rescue them once they've made the decision. Pastor, I want to talk to you about my new job. What happened to your old job? Oh, feeling that one, how Tonio said, I'm saying people don't seek out. So you get yourself into stuff, but you want somebody else to help to get you out of stuff. You know how it is when you're an adult but not an adult? And all know I'm speaking as a group of people. Where you're an adult but you're not an adult. So as soon as some stuff hit the fan, all of a sudden now you need help. I'm a little short. I need a little money for my rent. Listen, I need some help with my car. Listen, I ain't got no grocery money. Can you help a brother out? What'd you do with your money? See, what happened was, it's like, did I make you go broke? I did not. So therefore, I don't feel the need to help you. So therefore, sounds like to me the Lord said you need to go on a fast. Some of my parents out there going to catch that. It's like, oh, so you blew all your money that I gave you. Oh, sounds like to me you want a closer relationship with the Lord. Sounds like to me you're going to be fasting today. Well, I'm hungry. The Lord shall supply all his needs.